All right, hello my good friends. Doug here with thelincolnlist.com. I welcome you back to another daily edition of Stock Market Mutterings, where I always say I'll take a grope in the murkiness. I'll try to make sense out of this market for you, and I'll share some trade setups with you, and I hope it makes you some more money. Now, normally I just jump right into it, talk about my trading day, and then I'll go over with some stocks with you guys, what I want to talk about for the next day. But I got a rant. I got something I want to talk about. And I am going to tie this into a lesson because I think it's good for all of us. Now, before I get started, though, if you guys need help with your trading, every day the market is open. We trade live on screen, live streaming all day. There's the link up top. Feel free to click on it and join us. I'm going to need a little bit of coffee here first. So here's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about value adjustments, how each and every one of us see value and perceive value. Now, for a lot of us, we have things that are smart that we look at and say, yes, that is good value, and we're right. And there's other things that we look at when it comes to value, and we're wrong. We are just wrong. Now, let me tell you what I'm talking about here. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to embarrass myself, but I'm that kind of guy. I'm honest with you. That kind of guy. And I think it's a good lesson because I'm trying to get out of this habit myself. So there are I'm a basic guy. I think most of you know this. I wear like the same clothes every day. I only have like a wardrobe that fits in a cardboard box. I drive a 14-year-old car. I mean, look at my office. This is my furniture. I'm too lazy to even go buy a couch because I just don't care. I don't care. But there are three things in this world that I do care about when it comes to money. Where there is, like, I don't want to say no value. Where I have everything, like I don't care how much I spend. One of those is my guitars. I only got a couple of them here, but I have a lot of them. And if I need something for my guitars, I just buy it. I don't even care how much it is. I don't even look at the price. I just walk in and I just buy it. Okay? Follow me. Next one is the bikes. I got a couple of these, and I only even ride one at a time. I don't even know why I have them because I spend most of my time on this one. I got a couple of them. But if something goes wrong with it, or I want a modification or whatever, accessories, I don't care. I don't care how much it costs. I just buy it. That's it. No questions asked. I don't even shop around for a deal. Coffee, same way. I have to have like 4 coffee machines. One's an espresso. I have to spend a few $100 just to have an espresso machine. Now, what's messed up about it is I will never recover the money that I spend on these. These are depreciating assets, especially the bike. I bought this like a year and a half ago for my 50th birthday. 14 grand or something like that. It's probably worth 8 now. Total waste of money. It's like long enduring a market crash, right? That never ends. It's a market crash that never ends, guys. And I keep putting money in it, and it's like, you ain't never gonna get this. Every dollar I throw at this thing is a waste of money. Now, it's okay to do those things. We all have to have hobbies. We have to have emotional releases. We need those things. They make us feel better. But then I skimp. Like my car's 12, 14 years old or however old it is. Probably should have bought another one, but I don't. But here's where it really bugs me. I do this. One of the things I cannot stand to spend money on, and I shouldn't be this way, man, so don't judge me. I'm trying to work through this, is computer equipment. I don't know why. Every computer equipment piece sold, if it's a $79 tablet, I'm like, too much. I don't know what it is about electronics. I always think every electronic is overpriced. I don't know why. Help me. I don't know why. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about. When I got in here, I said, you know what? I got my old camera broke. And I was pissed the day I bought that camera. It was like 6 years ago. And I paid like $700 for it. It was a good camera. And it broke. And I was like trying everything in my power to save this camera. So I'm like, well, technology's got to be better. I'll just go get another one. So what I do is I go and I start looking at like blogs and stuff, right? And I actually type this into the search tab up top, which is, you know, cheapest, best vlogging cameras. That's what I'm actually searching for. The cheapest, best vlogging. It doesn't even make sense. And it's like, I start watching these videos and they're talking about $800 or $900. And I'm like, no way am I spending $900 for a damn camera. Are you crazy? So I start searching around for secondhand ones and I come across the good old Panasonic Luminix. And like, this looks like it does the job. 4K recording, got the flip screens, everything I need. I don't need to waste my money on the bigger ones, right? It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit because it doesn't record well in low light. Now I'm looking around this on, this isn't low light. That's low light for this. And I got it secondhand open box. You get what you pay for, right? Now, let me show you this. I've got this computer been working on for a couple of years now. This is a good laptop. It's a custom IBM ThinkPad. I know it is because I got it off of a techie who worked for a big tech corporation. And they basically just gave it to me when they got a new one. Because their thing, like computers to them are like bikes to me, right? So I'm like, I got lucky on this one because I never would have bought that. But I needed another one when I moved into this new office. And what do? I go buy this cheap old Asus at Best Buy for $200. $200. And that cheap ass camera over there. Now, why is this a problem? If you haven't figured it out, this is my life. This is what I do for a living. It's not a depreciating asset like this. No, that's 100% waste. Not this. You know? I made like 20 G's trading. Like, can I not buy a better freaking setup? It was like last month I made that. And I'm trading off of this shit. And it's like, why am I so damn cheap? I'm kind of ranting now, I'm sorry. Why am I so damn cheap? This is how I make money. It's like a tax deduction anyway. Shouldn't that be a priority? You guys are probably already laughing. Yeah, dumbass, it should be a priority. It's weird. And I'll tell you what else is screwed up. Get this. So I'm not recording from the camera. I actually do on my phone, which is making me wonder, do I even need a camera? So here's the camera. It's just terrible in low light, but it was cool because it got this little flip up thing on it. You know, okay. So I'm like, yeah, that'll work. But here's what, rather than just like, I'm so lazy. This is how bad this is. I'm so lazy, like, right? I'm too lazy to send it back. I'm begging and praying that I can make this actually work. So I spent, don't laugh at me, please. I'm sharing this with you because I'm just trying to help. I spent like 2 hours last night hanging lights or thinking about putting up lights, changing lighting configurations to try to compensate for the camera. Wouldn't it be easier if I just bought the other one? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Now, how does this relate to trading? Well, I'll tell you. Because we always make value adjustments when it comes to trading, right? We always look at something and say, it's too expensive. It's cheap. It's overpriced. It's underpriced. We're always making these value adjustments in our head. And that leads us to making investment decisions. You know, sometimes we look at the price of a stock and we say, I won't buy it because its price is too high, maybe 400 or 500, but we're not factoring in other things like the price increase, earnings, its value, right? It's value adjustment, you know, because it's kind of like the whole thing. You get what you pay for. If I would have just bought the original camera, I would be recording good stuff for you guys right now. Instead, I'm using my phone, which is probably better than this camera. It's making me wonder, what? Just send it back. Stop trying to make it work and send it back. I'm clinging because I want to try. I desperately want to try to make it work when I know it's not logical. You guys ever been in that situation? Trying to make it work when you know it's not logical. All this stuff relates to trading. So what am I saying? It's all about value. Some people don't want to take risks. Some people don't understand risks. I'm going to put this down here. I hope it doesn't fall over. I'm crooked now. Let me fix this up for you. People have value adjustments in their minds. Some of us make good decisions. Some of us make bad decisions. It's complicated, right? Life can be complicated. And that's my thing, guys. I'm sitting around here wondering, just buy some new stuff, man. Buy some new stuff. Anyway, let's talk about trading. At least I got that part of my life down pat. If you remember the other day, man, I can't stand gap up days, guys. You know how much I hate them. But we're getting good gap up days now. There's some volatility in these gap ups, and it's turning out to be real good. And I feel, though, that when you're starting out the day now, you're kind of backed into, if you're a day trader, you're backed into a corner with value when you get those big gap ups and stuff like that. So we're kind of like stuck in this gap up, and you're left just fighting over crumbs some days. And I felt that's what it was. Now, what I went with is I had a handful of charts we were talking about last night, Apple, BABA, these charts that were really lining up nicely to break out. And you know what? They already just gapped up above the breakout, and that's just not my thing. So what I ended up doing is I ended up going with the stocks that I said. You know, Docu, Netflix. I didn't trade Netflix, but I went with Docu, and that was my first trade was some Docu on that one. And again, I'm just scalping whatever I can get. It's kind of like the same trade as yesterday. And I took a SPY trade. I'll put these up here so you can see exactly how I'm transmitting. It's these alerts that you're seeing on the screen, they're announced in real time, but then I just back them up for time stamping purposes. Gives you a glimpse of how my day is and kind of what goes on with my day and stuff like that. But that's where I am. Now, if you're an investor, then it's a completely different story that you're having right now. You don't have that problem on gap up days. That's what you really want, and you're looking for those things. But if you're a day trader and you're looking for alpha and you're looking to get money, you know, when you start the day and everything's already at the top, for my strategy, it puts me in a position I'd rather not be in. I have to make the most of what I have, which is, you know, buying some of these things tight, like NVIDIA, going for some NVIDIA and stuff like that. But it was a pretty good day. Not huge, but last 2 days been pretty good, you know, like 900 Monday, 700 today. That's pretty good. So if you can just click them out like that every day, then that's good. But that's what you kind of have to do as a trader. You have to kind of pick and choose your spots. Some days are going to be really good. Some days are not. You just kind of have to deal with that step by step. So anyway, let's talk about tomorrow, because we still have the same stuff on tap. Like, I'm looking at the market here. You know, I'm going to give you these names again. Docu, NVIDIA, AMD, BABA, Netflix. These are just ones I'm raffling off the top of my head. They could definitely change. But these stocks right there, pullbacks are a buy. You get into any kind of support and it holds, buy the damn thing. Just don't randomly buy it because it goes down. But any one of these that pull back, holds support, buy it. Just buy the damn thing and put a stop underneath of it. Don't complicate the process. You don't need to do anything else other than that. Do it. And if they keep acting like that, you're going to make money. And when it's done, it'll be done. It will tell you when it's done. So always keep those on your list right now. I want to look at the SPY here because, like I said, we're still bullish. Every reading I'm getting is bullish. I know there's a bunch of stuff on the street about being bearish, but hey, it's bullish. We're starting to see tons of money coming into funds. More people opening up accounts than ever before because everybody wanted to buy the dip. Now everybody's going to want to chase this rally because the theory right now and the way this chart looks is everybody's thinking V-shape all-time highs. And man, never count this thing out. Never count this out. So let's take a look at a couple of stocks here. I'm going to go with LULU. Good old LULU. I'm looking for these again, like the BABAs. You know, it's no secret here of what I'm doing. I try to find, if I'm going to buy a stock, my best trade would be this. It's a multi-time frame breakout like this on the daily chart, where it's going to take out multi-day resistance, multi-month resistance. And then I hope I can get a small pullback on that stock early and then get long. That's what I'm doing. Pull it back early like an Apple. Just pull it back early, fade into support, let me buy it, and then and rally back up. This one looks good. You need a confirmation of 206.34. That was the highs today. You get above today's highs, you're probably going to see this thing move to the next area of supply, which is like 218s to 220. I mean, it's far. Some of these things are far. Like, you know, like these NVIDIAs. I mean, look, this is what I'm talking about. Look how it pulls back into support right here. You know, there's no randoms in the market. Everything's done in a calculated way. Comes right into that earlier support and it just fires away at another high. So I like that one right there. I also like, I can't believe I'm going to say it, McDonald's? McDonald's? But look at the chart. Look at this chart on McDonald's, man. Look at this chart on McDonald's. Man. Looks pretty good. Again, another one here that just wants to fill in that gap, maybe a 200 run. And I mean, there's a lot of these out here. I mean, I think on the first one, if you're going to look at some of the other ones, because I know people ask all the time about the big runners. Netflix, NVIDIA, Apple right now, Baba, Roku. Man, these things are stretched. They're really stretched, especially after today. Now, that doesn't mean they can't go higher, but what I want to share with you guys that are learning how to trade for the first time, or some of those that struggle with these things, is that you just don't rush into those first thing in the morning. That's like a sucker play. That's why you see a lot of these stocks bounce really hardcore early, and then they fade. You want to wait for them. If they pull back, that's where I like them, because they're probably not going to sell off all day. I think we might be out of that for at least right now, the short term. We might be out of that limit down kind of volatility. Just look for those things to do the fade. Get yourself a good price to where you have some expansion room, and you can catch that expansive move and catch the most out of that. And that's what you do right now until it changes, and then you can short the bounces. But right now it's a buy the dip market. It's still strong. I feel that the SPY is going to try to make a move into 300, or get pretty damn close, at least to 288s to 290s, which was the high from what day was that? The 10th, March 10th. I think it's something that you're going to see there. So pay attention there real close. We'll keep our eyes on it. Some of these stocks are now kind of off the table, only for scalps. So like Baba, Netflix, NVIDIA, Apple, these stocks that I really, really like this week, I don't really like them right now. They're pretty high, pretty high. Now, I have no problems buying dips if we get some flushes, washouts, bases, some good intraday movement. No way am I buying breakouts on them. Doesn't mean it won't work. It ain't my thing. I'm not going to, at these levels right now, at these prices over the last couple of days, I want to find something else. I want to see where that money starts rotating in some other sectors, into some other names that haven't got, haven't really caught on. I think you see that maybe with McDonald's, you got a little bit of room on something like that for some cash. LULU sitting here at a really pivotal area. So maybe Splunk is another one, SPLK. These are sitting at some pretty decent levels here. Let's watch those in tomorrow. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for my rant here. Guys have any comments, tips, and suggestions, send them my way. You need help with your trading, come visit us. Just come visit. It's not the typical type. It's not a chat room. It's an entire trading community where everybody's working together. It's like all these eyes on the market. We're all sitting there doing the best we can to just make a few bucks. Get what we can get, make some money, and work together. We work together as a team. That's why we succeed. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching Market Mutterings. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. Show your support. Until tomorrow, guys, I'm going to buy a good camera. I promise you. I'm going to get over this. I'm going to buy a new camera. Take care. Talk to you then.